If you are planning a trip in the summer, I would suggest you explore Pakistan first because it has such beautiful spots that you will feel like you are in Switzerland. During my 10-day trip, I try to explore places that you won't find on any bloggers or YouTubers channel. Speaking of the China border, would you believe that in June and July the temperature was 0 degrees with heavy snowfall? It was so cold that it felt like December, but the experience was worth it. Next on my list is Hunza, where I now wish to settle down. The people in Hunza were as beautiful as the place itself. There I found cherry orchards where you can eat fresh cherries to your heart's content along with apples and other fruits. Then there is the Hunza Lake where you need to buy a ticket for a boat ride, but it's an amazing and safe experience. When you visit Hunza, make sure to try the local food at the Hunza Bazaar. It's better than any five-star hotel in another city and very affordable. Also meet the local people who are very friendly and educated. You will even see elderly women who are very active. As for Hunza's literacy rate, I was invited by Bibi Hawa, the principal of Hayes Gawa School in central Hunza. Although I couldn't record my visit due to time constraints, Bibi Hawa informed me in a detailed meeting that Hunza has an almost 100% literacy rate, and besides the local language, English is the most spoken language in Hunza. Third on the list is Naran. In Naran's bazaar, you can find almost all major food brands. It was cold in Naran, so I enjoyed winter foods, did some shopping, and also enjoyed traveling around Naran in a jeep. After Naran, you can also visit Seful Maluk Lake. I had already seen Seful Maluk Lake before, so I didn't go this time, but I really liked Naran. Next, let's talk about Babusar Top, where it's cold and you might experience rain or snowfall depending on your luck. On the way to Skardu, you will come across various local restaurants where you can stop to eat. Reached Skardu, everything was closed, which was very disappointing. However, we found a great guest house where I had a wonderful time with my family. Some boys at the guest house played local music for us and we danced to Gilgit music to make our trip memorable. In the morning, I enjoyed a beautiful view outside my room and had yogurt for breakfast. Then I picked fresh fruits, freshened up, changed clothes, and set out to visit Skardu. My first stop was the Skardu Desert where I did horse riding and bike riding. There were many other activities, but none of the rides cost less than 1000 rupees. It felt like being in Dubai. After that, I visited Upper and Lower Kachura Lakes, also known as Shangri-La Lake. These are two separate lakes. To reach Upper Kachura Lake, we had to go down a mountain, and although the view was amazing, it was difficult to climb back up. To enter Lower Kachura Lake, you need to buy a ticket for 1000 rupees. There are beautiful parks and restaurants around this lake. I liked Upper Kachura Lake more, not because it was free, but because the view was better. Lower Kachura Lake, to be honest, reminded me of Lahore's Jilani Park. At Lower Kachura Lake, I had a meal with one starter and three main courses, which cost 12,000 rupees. Throughout this trip, I was enchanted by the rivers and mountains, and I also fell in love with the mountain goats, wishing I could take one home with me. Overall, it was a very beautiful and adventurous tour for me. I would recommend that if you can afford it, explore Pakistan first before visiting other countries. This way, you will have a better basis for comparison. Thank you.